care, and just being kind, helpful, and being a good problem solver is key in this industry. Okay, so let's dive into it. And also, guys, if you're new to the channel, my name is Adam Zwingler. This channel is dedicated to helping people find service-related companies, start them, scale them, exit them down the road for a nice profit. If you're interested in learning how to do that, check out some of our other videos and also consider liking.
So we're here now, and that's epic.
First on the list is
hey, we got K-Round.
Easy entry comps is going to be an industry that starts to boom in the years to come, guys. As elderly people become more elderly,
let's do this.
To mitigate the risk.
So we're gonna keep on streaming until we had 5,000, at least close to 5,000.
They have these really awesome bathtubs that just have a door on them, and you can open them and walk straight into them without having to climb over things to get in and out. The walk-in tub industry is a very niched down industry with lots of great tubs to pick from. The actual price of one of these tubs seems to range anywhere between $1,500 and $5,000. And you can probably charge almost double that for the install. The walk-in tub industry has come a long way in the last few years. Take, for example, this company that's based out of Fort Lauderdale, Florida, that built this beautiful walk-in tub for an elderly person down there. They replaced the old existing tub and managed to not damage any
I learned about it in Royce Bedoy's video.
The whole process was done.
Royce Bedoy's, I love Royce Bedoy's, and I love turning it into YouTube poop.
Stick with me.
I used to love turning it into YouTube. ABCDFG is
dramatically changed over the last 100 years. 100 years ago,
one done.
Average life expectancy was between 55 and 60 years old. Now, 100 years later, the average life expectancy is over 80 years old. And with all that vitality, senior citizens are healthier for longer and wanting to live it up doing fun, cool things into their elderly years. With that in mind, here's a unique senior citizen excursion
Trident,
any senior living facility. Senior fishing excursions. Here's how it would work. You would load up 20 senior citizens into a coach bus for a 4 to 6 hour fishing excursion. Make sure to bring a small RV behind the bus so that they have a way to use a bathroom or take a rest if they need to. And as I said in one of my earlier videos, guys, at the end of the day, a lot of these senior citizens are going to be shooting the shit, using the bathroom, and catching a whole lot of nothing. But who cares, right? As long as they're having a good time, that's all that matters.
Hi, was Captain Underpants.
You will make
I want to make like a big word that has like 5 words in it that can still combine with stuff. So let's combine this with C-A-Yeti.
That operates out of a couple states that takes senior citizens out and does fishing trips. They put them on a pontoon boat or let them stand on the dock for the day, and this is exactly what they do. Even if fishing isn't your thing, guys.
Hi, C-A-Yeti Captain Underpants. Let's see if this works.
That you could set up to take a group of people out and have a good time for the day. Number 3 is a senior clean water.
It doesn't combine with anything.
What I like about this, guys, is that just...
Yeah, but it doesn't combine. Okay, I hate myself.
I've been thinking about starting a clean water filtration business for elderly people.
Hi, Captain Underpants.
Elderly people need this. As they get older, their
I'm
immune
Pantless Captain.
to get run down, and so there's a focus on making sure that they're drinking highly purified clean water. Here's some of the services this kind of a business could offer. Advanced water filtration systems, ongoing water testing, regular maintenance.
Okay, whatever. 4 words is good enough for me. Let's combine it with anagram and
consulting.
My freaking God!
Is that it could be B2B or B2C, meaning
I can
this
hack.
kind of a service business could be taken to residential homeowners that are elderly, or it could be taken to businesses that provide elderly services, like senior living.
Okay,
so we have a whole bunch more.
So we got this, we got this.
But before we do, if you're considering starting a company that will offer services for senior care, consider coming over to our website, which is buildupuniversity.com. We can help you with 2 things. Build an affordable website and get it up and running for you within 2 weeks. The other thing we can do is we can set up a 1-hour consulting call to help advise you on which business to pick or how to start it or scale it. Okay, jumping into business idea number 4. Okay, so number 4 is adjustable.
Hang on, my mouse is under there.
Care a lot more about their sleep as they get older. This becomes a high priority, and being able to get in and out of bed easily and sleep well while they're in bed is a high priority. I know for my wife and I, we recently doubled down on a really nice bed, and we sleep so well in that bed, and it really truly makes a difference. I think senior citizens are going to prioritize having a nice bed that's easily accessible, quite a bit in the years to come. A quick look of potential options for great, comfortable, and adjustable beds and lifts. And this is just really one provider of many providers for this kind of a product. With all the options on the market, senior citizens don't even know to find the right bed or potential lift that they're going to need. So this is where you can potentially come in. One final thought with this is that I do think there's a potential to lock in monthly recurring revenue, because you can work out a deal with the mattress companies so that if you're able to sell these beds on a monthly payment plan, you can capitalize on a monthly amount that you can collect off of that monthly payment plan. Next on the list is a business that's all about convenience, which is a subscription-based repair service for elderly people. Elderly people are rarely interested in trying to figure out how to fix things. As they get older and their bodies don't work as well, they truly just want somebody on speed dial that can fix things for them. So when that light bulb goes out on the ceiling 20 feet up, they don't want to get on a ladder trying to fix it. They need somebody that can come out and repair things on a need-to-need basis. And this is where you can potentially come in, because every elderly person wants somebody on speed dial that can come out and fix things. It's like the new drug dealer of the elderly generation. Who I have on speed dial that can come out and get things fixed. And this is where there's a great opportunity for a business that you can start for elderly care people. This business could potentially work very well as a subscription-based repair service, where every single customer gets put on a monthly recurring charge in order to have access to friend who definitely don't need to be this up. I'm trying to press the X button, but my mouse sucks. 200 customers, so quick math.
I wish I didn't have a goddamn broken cursor again.
That would get billed to the customer on the first of every month. You would have $40,000 hit your account instantly, and then you would just need to figure out how to service the team of 200
troll face
whenever they call you with a light bulb that goes out. Number 6 on the list is
Captain Planet, Captain Memes
to get it started, but also has the
Captain
potential
Nessie,
to a multi-million-dollar
Next
company
Generation,
coming out
Captain
of the
Pickard,
and that is mobile dentistry. Mobile dentistry has become a revolutionary way to bring dentist professionals directly to elderly people, and elderly people lack mobility. It's hard for them to get around. So bringing dentistry and other services like this to the elderly population is a revolutionary thing that really helps them. I covered this business in another video and I went a lot more in depth on it, but here's in a nutshell a quick breakdown on the revenue numbers. Okay, so the cost of a mobile dentistry visit is about $600. Let's assume that you can do 4 of those in a day. That works out to be $2,400 a day, over $12,000 in a week, over $50,000 in a month, and over $609,000 over the course of a year with one mobile dentistry setup. Access Mobile Dental, a company based out of Centennial, Florida, is a company that has converted buses into mobile dentistry offices. And they have a fleet of them that go out around the city to senior facilities to facilitate dental work for elderly people. Another company based out of South Florida called Enable Dental sends out a fleet of vans with a similar kind of a concept. Not a bad business idea, and I think it's on the forefront of elderly care, and there's just not that many people doing it yet. If you're liking the content so far, guys, consider liking and subscribing, or at least liking, because this video actually took me a long time to make compared to some of these others. It's got 17 business ideas in it, so it would be appreciated. All right, on to business idea number 7, which is CPR instruction. And I came across this interesting subreddit where somebody was just asking the blanket question, what people do to make $10,000 a month. And somebody jumped on there and he said he was 25 years old, that he had started a CPR instruction company with his father, and that they were pulling in $27,000 to $35,000 a month teaching CPR to people that need to administer it on elderly people. When pressed to elaborate on the business, he said that he originally had gotten out of the military, I believe, and then he had gone and become an instructor along with his father, working for somebody else. And then in 2020, they decided they would just start their own CPR instruction company. And now, flash forward just a few years, they are operating out of 2 states, and they have 13 instructors teaching CPR between those 2 states. Who knows if this is a real business? It seems legit, but what do I know? At the end of the day, though, I think it presents a good idea, which is I think that there's an opportunity to teach CPR to people that are administering this to elderly people, and I think there's quite an opportunity to continue to instruct people on how to do this in the years to come. Food for thought. And speaking of food, number 8 is being a food specialist for for elderly people. This part of the market is really experiencing a lot of growth. And this type of business would focus on the dietary needs of elderly people, focusing on nutrition and safety and enjoyable meals. There's a lot of elderly people out there that could use help grocery shopping and preparing their meals on a weekly basis. Plus, elderly people are becoming more and more aware that there are certain foods that if they eat them, they have a profound impact on reversing Alzheimer's. And a couple things to consider before we dive into this list. Products and services are often covered by insurance companies or the adult children.
A wolf of wallabies.
Building a customer base is relatively simple. Direct mail and word of mouth goes a long way in the senior space. There's many non-medical opportunities
Michael J. Fox.
in senior care. And just
so anyways, I was like traumatized by drinking milk because see, I got a lot of avocados,
okay, so let's
right?
dive into it. And also, guys, if you're new
I was
to
like,
the channel,
I ate almost like all of them, and then I drank a lot of milk, so I was like wanted to throw up. I threw up all over my mom's bed. I threw up on the floor. I threw up in the toilet. I swear.
Also consider liking and subscribing. Okay, so first on the list is walk-in tubs.
Back to the Future.
Easy entry tubs is going to be an industry that starts to boom.
Well, I'm going to stop it there because I don't really feel good.
People become more elderly and want to mitigate the risk of having to get in and out of the